Okay, let's see. It's crooked and falling over. Oh my God. How annoying. How is everybody? You know, if this is not happening at the beginning of a podcast, it's not me. All right, let's see. There. How is that? Let's see if it topples over. Not yet. Hi, you guys. Oh my God. Hi. Oh. Wait, uploaded to your videos. What's uploaded to my videos? I'm so afraid. This phone fell on the floor. Then it said I was recording upside down. Now it said I uploaded to my videos. I'm like, what the fuck did I upload to my videos? Probably me cussing at the camera. Fuck, 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 fuck. How are you guys? Oh, you can't have missed me. I haven't been gone that long. I've been sick all week. I have been sick since I got back from Mexico. Oh my God, right? Literally listen to me. I have to record a bunch of stuff and I cannot do it with this voice that sounds like the mold voice again. Yeah, no, totally. Anyway, let's see. There you go. Hi there. No, I don't have the flu. I don't have COVID. I have none of that. No, I don't have a fever, nothing like that. It's just this in my nose. It was the little kid on the airplane. Yeah, I just slept for like an hour and a half. I got in the door and I fell asleep. I meant to wake up at 5. It's allergies. My doctor today said it could be allergies. So there you go. There you go. I tested for COVID no, I don't have that anymore, thank God. I tested for COVID like 4 times. I don't have it. There was no fever. I didn't figure out. It's sinuses. Yes. Whatever it is, it's in my sinuses. And it's annoying. So annoying, y'all. Yeah, I didn't mean to get a tan. I don't like to tan Jason and Keithy over here. I don't like to do it. I don't like to do it, y'all. I don't like to do it. Yeah, I'm exhausted, Ashley. Exhausted. I've done the neti pot. I've done the saline solution. I don't take drugs. I don't take whatever the hell it is that people take. I don't take it. So yeah, my thoughts on Texas is how fucking dare they fuck with the weather and hurt little children. I know when I said this to John, he said, I forget where oh, hold on. The mic's over here. He's like, I don't think they made it rain that hard. Well, they're trying to blame Trump for the whatever. I don't even know what Trump did or didn't do, but whatever the hell he did or didn't do, they're trying to say that he did something so the weathermen couldn't report. Here's a question. If your sacrifice, there we go. If your job is a weatherman, then and you're there and you're still reporting the weather because apparently they said it was going to rain. Hey, Cranbrook, they said it was going to rain. Hold on. What? Stage exit left. That's me. I'm back. Okay. Anyway, they said it was going to be whatever rain. I don't think it's ever done that, right? And then yeah, it happened at 4 a.m. I know. Hi from Toronto. You know what's so interesting to me is that there were fucking weirdo people on the internet making comments saying it's because Texas voted for Trump. Are you the fuck kidding me? Are you the fuck kidding me? You need to be put in the middle of the flood for saying that. I mean, who says shit like that? Like, are you stupid? They're stupid. I can't. I don't take drugs. Drinking. Let's see. Chlorophyll. Yes, chlorophyll. I mean, I've never heard. I'm just like, everything is about the politics. So I'm going to say something else. This happened in 1987. Okay, 1987. I remember what I was doing. In 87, I think I just met John. What would my older self say? I mean, my younger self say to my older self, or my older self say to my younger self in 1987? Just walk away. Just walk away. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I've taken all the vitamins. The people go online and look at all the shit that they put. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, people are the dumbest bunch of people, and I can't. Like, I can't anymore. I literally can't. No, you wouldn't have your kids. Well, I can't say that they're here, but would I have children again and bury one? No, I wouldn't. So I wouldn't risk having children to have them die, if that's what you're asking me. It's not worth the risk for me. It's too much of a risk. It's too much of a risk. Yeah, I wouldn't do that again because I wouldn't risk one dying. So for me, it's something I'll never do again because I will never risk losing a child, period. That's it. I just won't. It's not worth it to me to lose a child. So to have a child and to bury a child, I'm not one who wants to play that game. I didn't learn anything from it. It aggravates me. So yeah, I would fucking take off and not do that. Having said that, I have a live child. So of course I can't really say that because, you know, but it's not worth the risk for me at this point in my life. Yeah, it's not worth it. So, and I'm sure it's not worth it for John, who lost 2 children, 2 sons. So it's not worth it for him either. You know, who is it worth it for? I mean, yeah, nobody. That's it. Just nobody. Yeah, the poor people in Texas are all going to have to go through that. They're going to have to. No, I don't dream of Keithy. I am blocked from it. I don't even think I have abilities anymore. Doesn't help the people getting readings from me. I'm a psychic who ain't a psychic anymore because it's been shut down and blocked off. Yeah, no, I don't feel my son. Other people feel him. I can't feel him. Yeah, I see that. I see that Epstein had no list. Epstein had no list. Bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah, Sable Beach. Yeah, I remember it well. Alligator Alcatraz. See, I don't know if it's the natural order of things. We say that it's not natural, but who told us that we had a right to die before our children? Where is that said? So on this planet, which is, and I just say what I've observed from it. It's an evil planet. Let's see. Why does he distance himself? He knows. Yeah. No, I'm sure I've lost my abilities. I'm sorry. I'm sure I've lost my abilities. I can't read my way out of a paper bag unless I'm actually reading someone out for myself. I cannot do it. Cannot do it. But I will continue to do it for other people. I can do it. Yeah, the world is very, very strange. Okay, what happened? See, you understand, Rogue. You understand if I'm saying that right. Beginning. Yeah, I know. Do you see how they gaslight us though? There is no list. There was no grocery list. We didn't go grocery shopping. There is no list. There's no list. There's no list. There's no list. No list there is. List there's not. Do you know what? Okay, so look at Diddy's face. I want y'all to look at Diddy's face, right? I did have the gift of having them, but my gift was taken away. And so now I can't experience that gift anymore because all I can see is the non-gift. So that's all I can see. I'm sorry. It's a true statement. It's a true statement. Let's see. Yeah, totally. Let's see what this, let's see. Maybe you're supposed to be able to feel your own child. You're not supposed. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, I have felt Keith, but not for a while. I mean, the cat acts up when he's around, but yeah. Okay, Diddy. Look at Diddy. Okay, I think we got a girl. Jesus, I'm looking at this. I think we got a girly man. I think we got a guy who has mental problems with Diddy. This is obvious. But I think he's like, look at his eyes and look at his face and tell me, is he Down syndrome? I think he might be Down syndrome. So we're actually prosecuting a man that is mentally challenged. Like he should have had, what are those classes in school for the kids? You know, Diddy, look at his face. Is that a normal face? Is Diddy's face normal, or does it take on the effects of a Down syndrome child? Is that a Down syndrome baby? So when you're looking at him, he's special ed. Thank you. We used to say, Keith would get so mad at me I'm sorry. I made some really bad jokes. I was a little, Keith was very sensitive and I'm pretty ghetto. And he would come through and he would look at me and he'd be like, oh my God. Because I would say shit about those ads, about those pets on the TV where the pet is freezing and shaking like this. And they're like, feed a pet. The poor pet, the pet, it's starving. And I knew those were actor dogs. And I'm like, who's filming them on TV? First of all, to beg for money, right? I think he does. No, he's weird looking, but look at his facial features. I'm being dead serious. Look at his facial features. I'm not even trying. I'm not making fun of Down syndrome. I'm saying we don't know if he's, that way. We don't know. Fetal alcohol syndrome. Yes, something like that. Something. He's not all developed. So we're actually prosecuting a man that has mentally challenged, for real. So maybe that's why he is the way he is, because he was raised by a mama who was his girlfriend, who was his baby mama. I think he looks like he's got some in utero issues, okay? I think he does. Special needs, and I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Like, I'm not even joking. You don't see this, when I'm joking. I'm being serious. I think he's mentally challenged, and I think that inbreeding also mimics that. Now I'm cracking up. Because his mama fucked his cousin, fucked his daddy, fucked his whatever, and had a kid. Like, yes, he's also a demon. Yes, he's also... I love rap music. I'm terrible. I love it. Yes, he's still evil, though, but when you're mentally challenged, you don't get prosecuted the same way. You know what I mean? Inbreeding. Could be that. I was just listening to Jerry Lee Lewis blathering on, let's see, a quick Idaho 4 deals. Major. Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't even, Phoebe, thank you for that. I haven't even looked at the Idaho 4. He's definitely mentally ill, right? He's a billionaire, but why? But why? What about Michael Madden, because he was writing a book. Michael Madsen? Alcohol fetal syndrome. Yeah. I married one of those once. Anyway, alcohol fetal syndrome. Sorry. Yes. Well, that would explain the massive drug addiction, wouldn't it? Right? Yes. Puppet. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Michael Madsen, not Mason. Madsen passed away. Yeah. Exactly. Michael Madsen. So is he really getting out of jail? I don't think he's getting out of jail. Yeah, he does look Ethiopian. I don't think he looks Ethiopian. Michael Madsen. Yeah, he's probably murdered. I mean, they get to a certain point in their career, and when they can't use them, they kill them. It's a John Gotti club out there, killing everybody. Yeah, of course, Jimmy Swaggart and Jerry Lee Lewis were cousins. That don't surprise me. That Jimmy Swaggart, I'm sin. Shut the fuck up, you loser. What a loser. Like crybaby. What a crybaby. I'm talking about Jimmy Swaggart. What a crybaby. Crybaby. Did you fuck someone on purpose and then cry like a baby in public to get sympathy? You need to get your fucking lights punched out. I don't even know how he has family members that don't want to beat the shit out of him. Like, bro, dude, calm down. Like, yeah, no, he's not Ethiopian. That's not what I'm talking about. Down syndrome babies are cute, but I'm saying I see mental deformity in his face, what we would call that special ed. Yeah, Swaggart. I mean, whatever his name is. Like, what are you doing? I'm turning the heat on the cold. I know people hate me for what I say. Yeah, he should die last week. What a loser. What a fucking loser. Ripping people off for money in a thing, talking about religion. You're a loser. Like, loser. Loser. I mean, shut the fuck up. Like, did your family like you, bro? No. Yeah, especially in his eyes. Exactly. He'll be in protective custody for, yeah, he'll probably get about 10 years. Yeah. He looks weird. He's a loser. Oh my God, right? I mean, yeah, and Scott Peterson's innocent because we called it mental. Well, we called it being retarded. I know. I'm not allowed to say it when I'm when I'm on vacation. The group of girls that's like 33 and under, they look at me. They go, "What's this bitch saying?" And I'm like, "Yeah, this bitch is saying that because I listened to somebody. There's a great channel out there. There's a he does like reenactments of like Missing 411. It's one of the channels that does that. And he was talking about Indians and he goes, "Don't come for me. Don't come for me. This is what the Indian scholars called themselves." And it's true. We always have to say things like we have to say this and that because it's got to be socially correct. But I use retarded when it applies. Exactly. What happened to Michael Madsen? He died. No, I don't think Diddy's gonna go down. Look, here's what I heard. Thank you for that, Alias or Ali. I didn't see it. Here's the problem. Cassie told everything, and then the people out there were like, but she took money from him, and she wrote him text messages that she liked him. You know what? Said every woman who has a child with a man that she don't fucking like, who cheats on her, drinks and does drugs, and yells at her, and fucking violence towards her, calls her all kinds of shit. She also gives that guy birthday gifts and tells him she loves him because she doesn't want her children to go away. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll fight you in court. That guy was going to fucking fight her. She had to play that game, okay? She had to play that game. And the fact that people are fucking blaming her is absurd. I'm not saying she should have done what she did, but the fact that her mother was blackmailed, as in her mother was extorted for money in order to stop her daughter's tapes, tells you the fucking daughter was in a trauma bond, you morons, a trauma bond, okay? Like 99% of married women who divorce their husbands when their kids grow up, it's because they couldn't get away, didn't have the wherewithal, were blackmailed, were called whatever, you know, you're a fucking, when the judge finds out you did whatever it is, and they didn't have the money to fight it in court at the time. That's why they stay. And they also say, "Happy birthday, I love you, honey," in front of the kids, fucking day in and day out. So shut the fuck up. I mean, God, did your grandmother not tell you these stories? I mean, what? I can't. And I'm not saying she should or shouldn't have taken the money. That all that means to me is she got herself into a situation with like drug mindset, addiction, and then she was stuck in it. No one's saying she didn't love the guy. We're not saying that at all. We're not saying she didn't love him. A lot of women love their husbands. They still got a divorce. They still got to move away, right? Oh, hi, Flo. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, I love John Candy too. She literally was in a trauma bond. We're talking about that. She was in a trauma bond. That poor girl was in a trauma bond, okay? Her mother was blackmailed. We're going to take these freak off tapes of your daughter sucking another guy's dick while clown face over there, I mean, mentally challenged man in the corner with his sunglasses on and his small lady dick. Yeah, like he's on steroids. And he's pleasuring himself and filming your daughter and asking you for 25,000 or whatever it was, his burqa. Yeah, whatever. And it's like, what? This is her fault? Like, what? No. And yes, Susan Powell, you're exactly right about the Tootsie Roll. Remember that song? I know. Not even Stockholm Syndrome. Survival. I'm going to stay here till I can get away. Have people not done it? I did it in the house I grew up in. I'm going to stay here till I can get the fuck out the door. You know, that's it. Sure, I'll play the game. I'll buy you Christmas gifts. I'll act nice to you. But the second I have the wherewithal to leave, bye, gone. I mean, come on. I don't get it. I don't get it. I know Flo is lovely. Flo, thank you so much. Thank you. Still stuffy. Do you think it could be part of the 12th, 8th house synastry? It could be. Yeah, it could be that, but that would also show past life enemy captured and P. Diddy is my fucking brother's birthday. I couldn't. Oh, and definitely he's a warlock. Hello, ladies. When you get your hair cut, take your hair scraps. When you have a tampon. Now, I don't have tampons anymore. Thank you. Thanks, Flo, for that. Who doesn't know that? Exactly right. I mean, you know it and I know it. Any woman of any age knows that. But there's people parroting, well, she took the money, as if that justifies the treatment. Now, when they defend Diddy because she wasn't trafficked because she called the escorts, he put her in that position. Let's go back to a TV show called Locked Up Abroad. Is that the one? Where these stupid people, some from Australia, some from England, some from the good old USA, stupid fucking people, they go to some other country, right? And then somebody says, just take this pack in your knapsack. Don't worry about it. So some 19, 18-year-old, 25-year-old mental patient who thinks they can get 10 grand locked up abroad. Yeah, they put it in their luggage. Every single fucking time they get busted, every time. And they go to jail. Now, do I blame them? Yes, for being greedy. But ultimately, the drug trafficker has seduced them and used them and cajoled them, usually through some kind of sex party, whatever. Yeah. So Cassie was already bonded to him. Here's the thing. When used to have, this is what I started to say. When I used to need tampons, I never left them in public restrooms. I didn't put them in garbage bins. People follow and they use your blood. I worked with a bunch of psychics, never put a tampon. My family be like, I pull the bag out at home and put it in the garbage. And they're like, why didn't you just put it in the garbage at work? I'm like, no office space, no doctor's office, no nothing. No nothing. Now Diddy no, I'm serious. They do. They take your fucking hair. They take your tampons. They take pieces of your clothing. I never left a hairbrush out. I didn't leave a fork out. A lot of times you don't see me eating around other people because they use your spit, your saliva, all of that. Let's see. I worked with teenagers who carried millions of dollars worth of heroin for $5,000. Thank you. First of all, how old was Cassie when she got with Demon Diddy, right? The devil dog. I think Biggie Smalls called him the guard your body hair and clippings. Yeah. And warlocks do this shit. People see, problem is people, thank you for that, Flo. I know, but bro, Tiny and Diddy is just, yeah, Tiny said Diddy is just as freaky, is just as happy he wasn't found guilty. Yeah. I believe it. Thank you for that. Thank you. No, that's true. That the body energy and the harnessing of one's body consistency can start with your hair, can start with fingernails, bodily fluids, tampons, tissues. These fucking women, and I know them, some men too, warlocks, semen. Oh, sex magic is very real. Sex magic, Diddy and Biggie were lovers. I can't. Okay, now I'm gagging like it's a compost toilet, okay? No. Oh my God. Yeah. Diddy is so dissociated because he can't perform sexually. There's something with that. Yes, Tiny Harris is gross. I met Tiny. I did her show. And I'll tell you what scared me the most. So I showed up at the door. I'd never met her before. And so they're filming. I got off a plane and LA to Atlanta, knocked on the door. I mean, the crew was there. And then they're like, okay, you ready to go to the door? I'm like, yeah, because I hadn't met her yet. And Zaniqua, her daughter, was there. Not the compost toilet. I'm never getting over that, right? Anyway, she came to the door. She'd had the cataract replacement surgery, right? Excuse me. She'd had the cataract replacement surgery. So when she opened the door, I literally couldn't read her energy in any way, shape, or form. She's tiny. I didn't mind her. I knew she was going to get a divorce or get pregnant again. I think it was get pregnant again. And then I knew she was going to file for a divorce and blah, blah, blah. I told her all that. But her eyes, looking at her eyes, were the most weirdest experience because I couldn't get a read on her eyes. It was weird. It was very weird. Yeah, I've had cataract surgery. Well, this was the surgery where she took the color off a dead cadaver out of the country. Diddy was the smells of Biggie Smalls. I can't. Yeah, no, but she had somebody else's cadaver eyes on her eyes. Very unusual looking, translucent, like you were looking at a ghost, and it took me aback. She answered the door perfectly nice, and I was like, because I couldn't get in there energy wise. Yes, the rapper T.I.'s wife, correct. Yes, Tiny the singer, yes. It was very unusual. Well, I'm sure she's possessed. I'm not saying that. I've seen possessed people. Speaking of, I did read her. I was able to get it. I'm just saying when I looked at her eyes, I couldn't hook in. When I look at people's eyes, I can usually connect to a soul kind of rhythm. I couldn't. And it was very odd. Her children were lovely. Her little boys were so cute. Yeah, she was really nice. Her daughter was lovely, born on Jason's birthday, Bastille Day babies. Dead people eyes. Yeah, it was very interesting. She went out of the country. That's one surgery I probably wouldn't do. I would do a lot of other things, but that wouldn't be one of them. And yes, they say her daughter had the same surgery. I can't imagine. Her mom was a white lady and her dad was a black gentleman. I didn't meet her dad. I met her mom. Perfectly lovely house, like normal house, all, like normal. Her little boys were cute. I met 2 of them, I believe. But yeah, they just threw me up there and I had no problem. It was maybe 2016, 2017. Keith was definitely here. Keith was here. There's no way I would mess with my eyes. Her daughter I think was like the same age as Jason or thereabouts. Maybe, I'm not sure really. Yeah, I'd go blind before I'd have cataracts. Well, John had the cataract surgery and he's fine. He actually doesn't need glasses. I need glasses. So every time I show up at the DMV, you know what they say? Come back with your glasses. Speaking of a Keith story, when he got his license, I drove him all the way out to wherever the hell, I think it was Arleta DMV, and he went in line to get the car, and we're signing the paperwork, and he's like, Mom, come here. So I'm like, what? And he goes, I didn't bring my contacts. Excuse me? You need contacts. Oh my God. So I drove all the way back home. I cussed him out. He stayed there. I'm like, God damn it. And I ran all the way home. I drove all the way home in afternoon traffic. Ran in the house. Where the hell are these contacts? And John's like, what the hell? And I'm like, he's taking the test and he doesn't have his glasses. I mean, contacts. He didn't have his glasses or contacts. He wears contacts. Found them in his room. Drove all the way back, slapped them in his hand. He went and got his driver's license. Was 15 and a half. And I was like, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, okay. I'm like, I picked you up. You should have told me. You should have told me. He didn't want to. I'm always in such a hurry. He's like Ozzy. No, he wasn't like Ozzy. I'm saying Ozzy. He's like, I don't want to upset her. I'm like, hurry up. I've got clients. Like that. And then he was like, he just sat there like a Scorpio moon. I'm like, you couldn't fucking tell me about your glasses. And then one time he did something, I think when he was learning to drive, okay, the driving test, right? He's like, yeah, I'm only wearing one contact. I'm like, why are you wearing one contact? That's completely unbalanced. And he's like, because I just needed it in one eye. I'm like, go home, put the other contact in. So anyway, that was that. Yeah, that was that. Okay, yeah, Scorpio moons unite, right? Yeah, no, I was forever. The week that he died, we'd just gone to get new contacts at Costco, and the little girl at Costco, she had at the eye place, she had suggested these ones that would be easier for him to wear because every time he get hit with a basketball in the face, it would crack in the back of his eyes. Keith, he's fucking hilarious. Anyway, he's not as stubborn as Jason, let's just say. But anyway, we went to get these new contacts. So the week he died, I went back in to Costco. I saw the little girl as I was walking by, and she said, "Oh, how does Keith like his glasses?" Of course, I started hysterically crying, and she was just like looking at me. And then I told her what happened to Keith. Anyway, she was so nice. She took good care of him. Like, she tried to offer him help, whatever was bothering his eyes. Yes, Ozzy. Okay. Wasn't that great? You were talking about possessed. No, I don't know that she was possessed. She had the eye surgery, cataract surgery, not cataract, removing the color of her eyes. So they said, exchanging it with corpse eye, whatever, and changing the color. And they were like a milky white. It was really weird. Oh my God, Ozzy, how much fun was that? How much fun was that? Zach was fabulous. Ozzy was fabulous. I know, I felt really bad. So I was looking up my first concert seeing Ozzy, and it was, oh, speaking of possessed, yeah, I don't know what I was saying. You know, cornea surgery. Thank you. 1981, Maple Leaf Gardens, because Randy Rhoads was still alive at the time. Libra Lori was best friends with Randy Rhoads. I was friends with Zach's wife, Barb, for 2 decades. And so it's weird because Lori and I met, and Randy Rhoads sang at Lori's high school graduation. Top that one. And Sharon, yeah, they all look great. Zach's fabulous. Lila and Sabbath used to play together. So Zach's youngest and Lila used to play since they were little. First birthday, we were at our first birthday party, at their youngest child's first birthday. Of course, I know Hendrix, and Jesse and Haley. But yeah, and at Haley's wedding, we were there, and she's Ozzy's goddaughter, 2019. That was the last time Keith died right after that. I mean, in 2020. So the last big event that we were at was when Ozzy's goddaughter got married, which is Zach's daughter. And we were in Santa Barbara for that, and that was really fun. So yeah, that was fun. That was absolutely fun. Ozzy had trouble walking in that one, so he did a lot of sitting, but he was still spunky. They sat right in front of us, so he was spunky. So to see him on stage, it's great. I'm really happy. But it was 1981 for me, Maple Leaf Gardens. And I don't think Zach started playing with them until 87. Yeah, so I saw him 81 to 84, before Randy, after Randy Rhoads died. Epic. And I remember back in Maple Leaf Gardens, 81. Yes, I was a child. Anyway, literally 81. And I can remember the seats not being filled. And I was with my friend Randy, who died, because I was trying to remember with John. He's like, well, who are you there with? Because I was so young. I'm like, I don't fucking know. But I remember my friend Randy was there, but he died died on his motorcycle. And I think I was 16, so I had to be 15 or 14 when I went and saw that. But I remember there were empty seats. It's when Ozzy just had gotten fired from Black Sabbath or whatever. They let him go. Yes, Zach is, yes. He did beautifully. Zach's an amazing guitarist, musician, like very well-heeled musician. Yes, I do. Not well. Not well, but yes, because their guitarist is a family friend. Their guitarist family is family friends. That's the way it was. Yeah. So anyway, the last time I saw Ozzy physically, even, when we were backstage, me and John, it was 20, I want to say 28, it might have been 2018 Staples Center, New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve. So we were back there, and I remember yes, it was because I was just in the middle of my menopause, psychopathy at the time. Psycho. I was like, I don't want to walk across the parking lot. I got to pee in the parking lot. I got to walk 300 miles, whatever. Anyway, and we were backstage. So there's a funny story there. No, John didn't ruin that experience, but he was back there when, oh God, what's his name? What the fuck is his name? Was married to what's her name? Oh, Dita Von Teese. What's his name? Marilyn Manson. Jesus, right out of my head. Marilyn Manson and John Five got off stage. And then they were all back there. So we were backstage. So it's fun. John got to see a lot of stuff backstage, which is really cool because Barb and Zach used to invite us to a lot of that stuff. After Keith died, I don't keep in touch with people the same because I just can't keep in touch with people the same. So yeah, Dita is gorgeous. Yeah, no, we had a lot of fun. Yeah, Ozzy and Sharon, I mean, normal, I would say, first of all, people in high profile positions have a different kind of life. So they do similar things, but it's a different, it's at a different level. People who are, like Ozzy was on drugs and alcohol for a long time. So anybody who's lived with that, put my hand up, that's a problem. I don't know what to say. No, I think she's his manager. You could say handler from manager, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. We're at baby showers together, things like that over the years. But again, when Keith died, that I've just kind of stepped away from everybody and everything. My life is a lot different than it was before he died, obviously. But what's even more funny is when I was around town in Burbank and I kept going to the hairdresser and I noticed this girl and she had a dog with her. And I asked my hairdresser at the time, who's the chick with the dog? And she's like, oh, you'd really like her. She's in the rock and roll scene. Da, da, da. So I went over and that was Libra Lori. So it's got to be 15, 18 something years ago. And Lori's like, yeah, whatever. And she did a movie with Zach. Lori did, and where she sang in the movie. So Lori's up in there too. But because she had a lot of stuff from Randy. Yes, Rob Zombie. There you go. Thank you. I've taken a John to Ozfest and all of that. He does all of that shit with me, which has been really, really fun. I mean, it is what it is, right? The Juggalos come out. Something in me misses... Insane Clown Posse. Something in me misses this around town, seeing these people out and about. They used to be out and about. Oh, good for you. 8 months clean. Good for you. They used to be out and about in town, the Juggalos. But I don't see them really so much anymore, unless you go to like an Ozfest concert and like Slipknot's on or whatever. I don't see a lot of that shit out. We used to see it out when my kids were growing up. They were out and about. Do you believe their daughter was made and someone showed that she had manly hands? Okay, who are we talking about? You love my teeth? Thank you. Yeah, this gotta be changed. That's a gross one. 5 years sober. Cool. Oh my God. You know how I broke my sobriety? Lydia, right? Let's see. I can't be charged. I know. I'm just not being paid. Yeah, I was very lucky to get in on the back end and get in to watch from behind the scenes. It really was a huge experience. And I'm so grateful, Sloan is a juggalo. I miss the juggalos. I'm not putting on clown makeup. I mean, unless it's my own clown makeup. But yeah, I can't dress like that, but I can appreciate their art form. I can appreciate anything that's different than the norm. That's what I can appreciate, right? Some people say he bashed her because her handler and got... Wait, who are you talking about with the bit man hands? Allergies, probably, yes. Anyway, yeah, what do you think about channeling Trump? I don't even want to do politics. Oh my God, speaking of, okay, skip the juggalos for now. Bye-bye, juggalos. I'm sorry. They were all over town. They used to go to the 7-Eleven where my kids used to go. I know, Manhand Seinfeld episode when she's eating a lobster. Who thinks of that shit? Though, it's like Seinfeld, No, and thank you on Trump. No, thank you. I can't with the, I just don't care. I can't, but Uranus has entered Gemini. Oh, goody. um, okay, so what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh my God, I just freaking forgot what I was gonna say right out of my head. My brain's been like crazy since I got back from Mexico. Um, yeah, man hands. Who are we talking about with the man hands? Not Seinfeld. Somebody else is mentioning man hands. And who's man hands? I loved being backstage. I loved seeing how the performances work. It was really great. I loved like being included in that. I'm not included anymore. Again, since my son died, I just don't do things. I do things with new groups of people, you know, that I'm just not connected anymore like that. So, oh, is it Kelly Osbourne? I think she's probably had a lot of plastic surgery, but I don't know if she, London, Ontario, I don't know if she has man hands. I don't look at her hands. I have never looked at her hands. Jason is good. Meadow turn 2. Channel Diet Coke. I like Coca Light. Mexican Coca Light, not American Coca Light. I think they're saying Kelly has man hands. You know, after your hands show, like, look, I've got grandma hands. Oh my God, look at, oh my God, look at the wrinkles. Yuck. Nothing you can do with your hands. It's okay. I should write a book, huh? Any thoughts on a guilty plea? Okay, I wouldn't call it a vacation. I would call it an experience. Oh my God. Okay, first of all, whoever's messaging on here, I wish Sloan would go back to the good old days and not talk about what she did. The last video I did when I got back was because I got back from Mexico. Okay. Anyway, let's see. No, I don't have nice hands. I have wrinkly hands. No, Mexico was 8 days of going to Puerto Escondido, and it was compost toilets, photo shoots. I can't post my pictures of the photo shoots. I do not like them. I did not see chupacabras or chimichangas. I had to say it. It was begging to be said. Anyway, so yeah, the toilets. And we stayed in a dorm. About 8 of us stayed in dorms, and some other people stayed in their own rooms or like 2 rooms. We had like a thatched roof with like netting over top, so the bugs were plentiful. We'd be sleeping and like plop on your head. So I put things in my ears and I was like, please don't go in my ears. Scorpion check, scorpions in the bathroom. I said compost toilets. Yes, I did. Just to be very clear, compost toilets, where you pee in the front and there's a little hole that I must have looked at fucking 25,000 times and thought, what's that fucking little hole for? They did a whole lesson on how to pee on them, but of course I was sleeping because we'd just gotten there, so I was exhausted because we left at like 8:39 and then drove to Tijuana and then flew out of Tijuana, had like a 6-hour wait, 5-hour wait. No, we had like 4.5, 5-hour wait in Mexico City, and then flew out to Puerto Escondido, got there around 1 o'clock, and Sloan hit the bed. That's where she fucking hit. Anyway, they were showing you how to use these compost toilets. I missed that lesson. Yeah, because I don't even want to look down a compost toilet. My brain can't handle it. So anyway, what it is there's like a pee trough thing at the front and it's a toilet seat and it's up, like you're not squatting on the ground, thank God. And I can squat, but I'm a good squatter. I don't have to touch a toilet seat anywhere in town. I may pee in a parking lot though. I'm also that person. But anyway, they have it's like a hole and then you put the mulch down the back of it. So every time you go number 2, you put 3 scoops of mulch. Okay, anyway, yeah, I don't sit on the toilet. So my pee was going in the wrong spot. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's it. I'm sorry. I can't. So they're like, That's why it stinks in the bathroom. Sloan's not peeing in the right spot. And I'm like, Sloan will never be peeing in the right spot. You know why? Because Sloan ain't sitting on the toilet seat. She's ballet curtsying over it. She's tutuing over it, but she is not sitting on it. No, no. And yeah. So by the end of the day, I was like, just let me in the fucking bathroom. I have to go. They had some flush toilets up front, regular. So I tried to wait for that. Well, they take the compost out, and no, you know what? No one called me while I was in Mexico, meaning they didn't call me to say, the police are at the door, the house burned down, the cat got out, the dog fucking ran away. None of that. Yeah, there were scorpions. Bree came screaming out of the bathroom, and Nancy's like, I'm going to get the scorpion, and we're running. Don't do it with the towel, because we were like, oh my God, transplanting. Yeah, it does sound like a horror movie, but that's what she told me she did. That's out of her mouth, not mine. Yeah, it was the toilet. Yeah, I mean, for 3 days, I didn't venture near the bathroom. And I'm being honest, I mean, I do it here at my house too, because I'll hold my pee for so long, so I don't have to. I hate driving home to pee and then I have to run errands. So look at that. That is so bad on the set. Look. Shame, shame. The wire's showing. Shame, shame. Anyway, I'll almost pee myself running in the door here. So I peed through many bodysuits because I just couldn't get to the bathroom in time. So it's me peeing on the floor. Thank God it was a cement floor and it was easily cleaned up. But yeah, we had scorpions, tarantulas, assortments of bugs. Apparently crocodiles in the lagoon we jumped into. I do believe in extraterrestrials. Yeah, I do believe in them. We did all of that though. It was super fun. I have to remove that. That's bugging me. Okay. There. Problem solved. Okay, so it was super fun. Yeah, I can't wait. I had accidents. I brought 10 bodysuits. And Nancy bought us soap and we washed our clothes in the sink. It was great. And Tallulah is on my filthy couch over there. I still haven't cleaned this house up. I threw three garbage bags of clothes out. I just started giving my clothes away. I really have nothing to wear but leggings and this. Threw out everything. I'm like, I don't want it. It doesn't suit me anymore. Yeah, Kegels. Doesn't matter. Kegel away. I still can't hold it. I like Pumi bodysuits. Yeah, that's it. And Moldavite. These Pumi bodysuits. My favorite crystal is Moldavite, but really my favorite crystal of all times is obsidian. I have tons of crystals, out with the old, in with the new. Yeah, I just don't feel like that person anymore. So Pumi is really good. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I like it. So that's a good one. That was super fun. Yeah, I stand and squat too. And then I was like, oh God, I got to get on the airplane. So I took Keopectate because I was in the middle of, and it's like summer. It was like summer camp. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun. I loved it. It was super fun. I like that. I know a lot of people don't. Did Mercury go? Mercury hasn't gone retrograde yet. Hasn't gone direct. It's not even fucking retrograde. Let's get out the ephemeris and see when it's going retrograde. I think it's on the 17th full moon, something. Can't remember. I've tuned it out, y'all. I love obsidian. It is beautiful. It's Capricorn full moon, right? So it is, next week is Chirpy Chirp's 33rd birthday. Chirpy's 30th birthday. Meadow just turned 2. Lila just turned 14. Yeah, the 17th. All right, let's see. Mercury. Yes. Ooh, 15 degrees. So Mercury technically goes retrograde on the 18th, 17th. 15 degrees, 34 seconds. 15 degrees, 34 seconds of my sign Leo. Ta-da! Yeah, so I'm going to get ready to get bitch slapped by people. Yeah, I'm sure. You know what? Yeah, I went off on somebody last week like a crazy person in my family. I went off. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do it again. I don't give a shit. Do whatever you got to do. No, it's not my birthday. My birthday is in August. And I don't celebrate my birthday anymore. It's Jason's birthday, but I don't celebrate mine because we had Keith's celebration of life on my birthday. The kids gave me a choice of the 15th or the 16th, and the 16th was a Sunday, and all those kids had to go back to work. So I figured I would do it on my birthday and then forever celebrate Keith going back home. So that's what I celebrate on my birthday is Keith. Johnny's getting stronger and stronger, which is wonderful. Uranus in Gemini, that seems to match with Uranian energy. Air sign, mutable, crazy, seems to be the thing. Yeah, no, I don't celebrate my birthday anymore. December 18th was Dewey's birthday. I celebrate Keith, and I send energy to Keith. We did have a birthday cake at Keith's celebration of life for my birthday, which is psychotic when you think about it, but we did. We really did. Because that's what we did. I celebrate my son. That's what I do. But he died on the 29th. It took the 2 weeks to get the body cremated. We couldn't even get the cremation to have it at the funeral. So we had the funeral on the 13th and the celebration of life on the 15th. That's what we did. Yeah, Uranus left Taurus. Uranus in Taurus fucked me up because I'm a Leo. Yeah, so I did like Roseanne Barr. I worked with her. I was pregnant with Keith. Keith would be 30 this year, so 31 years ago at Children of the Night. As I told you, or maybe not you personally, but Roseanne Barr, she had a kid that was at Children of the Night, which was a shelter 18 and under, and she donated her income for, I want to say 2 years to the shelter to do, take care of, run the shelter, I guess. She donated her own money for 2 years, which was great. So my mom's 75. Wow, 75. That's an age I hope I don't make it to. So I was at the doctor today and he's like, you're healthy. You're going to make it to be 90. And I'm like, fuck you. What do you say? And he's like looking at me. I'm like, don't say that shit. Them are fighting words. Yeah, Roseanne, well, I liked Roseanne back I mean, I didn't have a problem with her. She was polite. We didn't really like communicate, but we're both in the same place working. Yeah, I know only the good die young, and clearly I'm past that age where I'm good and dying young. So I must have been just really bad. Yeah, they bamboozled Roseanne. I think Roseanne said she did make a deal when she was 12. I think I heard her say that. She can change her mind though, you know. You'll get to be very old. That's a horrible thing to say. Such a horrible thing to say. Oh, there you go. You had her when she was 31 and you were 31. You were 31 and she'll be 31. You know what I'm saying. Happy birthday to her. Yeah, I Roseanne was generous with her time and generous. It's when she was with that husband, Ben, whoever the younger blonde guy, that guy. August 21st. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he loves seeing his mom in the compost toilet. I know that. He's probably like, look at this bitch going in that. I can't believe she's doing that. Oh my God. 90. He's miserable. Yeah. I mean, I would always have fun, but I'm not going to be miserable per se, but she said she reversed it. She repented. Yeah, so she did, right? Jealous of you and your beauty. I don't think anyone's jealous of a 60-year-old, but all right. There's nothing to be jealous of here. I have a dead kid. Don't be jealous of me, if that's what you're talking about. Aw, your son's birthday is Keith's birthday in the next world. Let's see. Hold on. Ozzy in Toronto in 81. There's audio bootleg on YouTube. Saw him last time, 2018. Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, I remember the concert. I remember it. I ran away from home in 80, turning 81, 1981, and I never went back. Yeah. Okay. I think Ozzy had back surgery, and I think you have to be very careful to have back surgery. I think a lot of people really get injured from back surgery, honestly. So I think, you know, August 14th and August 17th, both of you in the same house. Meow meow. Two Leos. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Sloan, have you seen her and Louisa Media YouTube channels? No, I haven't. I watch other than psychic shit on YouTube. Sometimes I watch it, but not a lot, not often. So I haven't seen that. P. Diddy beat Rico. Yeah, I mean, he did beat Rico. Here's what I'm going to say with P. Diddy. He's born on my brother's birthday. I couldn't figure out why I hooked into that energy. That's why. He does Scorpio bullshit, like pimping, pandering shit. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh my God, happy birthday. Okay, so we have no topics here. Good evening. This is no topic live. I can't stick on one topic. That's it. But here's what's going to happen to Diddy. He'll never be the same. He'll never be the same, and he'll never be looked at. Thank you for that. He'll never, I don't know what it says about you, honey, when you're born in 1999, except that you've got a good song, Prince's song. Yeah, I don't have topics. I have topics with my pre-film videos, but no topics here. I'm just talking, but whatever. I mean, I'm lucky you guys listen. It's one up on the family who doesn't listen to me for shit. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Saturn's retrograding. Oh, Saturn's retrograding. I fucking forgot. So Saturn will go back into Pisces. Pisces, watch out. You're going to get bitch slapped. So it's going to go back into Pisces. 29 degrees September. 29 degrees in September. Oh, hell yeah. That's where it's, thank you for that. So Saturn's retrograde. Then Uranus will be retrograde and tiptoeing back. Fuck. Tiptoeing the fuck back. Tiptoeing back. Tippy tippy toe. Yeah, retrograde. And it's going to hit Taurus at 29 degrees in November. Okay, so anyway. 29 degrees of Taurus is fucked up. Yes, Denise Richards, not Richardson. Thinking of Kim Richards, whatever, Charlie Sheen's ex-wife. Yeah, Neptune's retrograde now. Yup. Neptune's in Aries. Saturn is in Aries going back. No, I don't like it. Yeah, well, that's okay. I have a bunch of Saturn trines. I'm not a fan. I have grand trines. Not a fan. I'm not a fan of anything. Yeah. Born with Saturn retrograde means your father's absent. That's all. It means your father wasn't around for whatever reason. Your father wasn't around. Work, jail, death, stepfather, whatever, wasn't around when Saturn is retrograde. Depending on the house it's in, whatever. Yes, can we hijack the reincarnation price? I hope I remember to. Let's see, I feel something. Yeah, Bieber, yeah, he's going to be a problem. Yeah, I have a 12th house. I have a loaded 12th house. It's all 12th house shit. So, yeah, obviously I'm adopted. So that was fun in this life. Stop trafficking kids through adoption. John's like, if you'd have been raised with your birth family, you'd probably be fucking dead. Hitchhiking on those roads in Alberta. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. Because I would have run away from them too. Yeah, Karen Reed, I think let's see. Denise tanked her life when she got with Charlie Sheen. Okay, to be fair, once you're in it, you have kids, you're again. Exactly. Chief Queef, exactly. Once you're in a marriage with a man who's a douche and all of those kinds of things, right? Stands to reason it's going to be a fucking problem when you're with a douche in a marriage, right? I'm not coming back here. I don't care. So I'm hiking the other day. Oops. And I ran into, just poked myself. And I ran into this older guy. He's the same age as John. We used to see him hiking in this one trail we do. And he's had a lot of back surgeries. And what takes me an hour and a half to run takes him 3.5 to walk because he forces himself to walk after these surgeries, but his back is fucked, okay? And he loves to hike and walk and all of that. But anyway, we always have these spiritual talks for like a few minutes as we're running by. And he's like, yeah, there's always a lesson. And I'm like, tell me the lesson of the 3-year-old that gets raped and sodomized, murdered, and buried in the backyard. I want to understand that because they wipe your brain of what you did before, so you have no idea what you've done. And then you end up being brutally murdered. Do you remember it once you die? Because your family's fucked for the rest of their life after that happens to you. Right. Happy 19 to your son, LaFleur. Beautiful. Right? No, but I'm really asking you that. Like, really. And then listen to this, y'all. Listen, what's your alien abduction? I believe alien abduction 100%. I used to see aliens when I was younger. Yes, my parents took me to the psych ward for therapy. But yes, I do. They are dimensional. So they come through the veil and they open portals to get here. They don't fly from space. I think we all know that the people that flew to the moon were liars. Liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire. I think we know that, right? Yeah, the chat's moving slowly for the first time ever in my entire life because it's Mercury retrograde. And the chat's moving slowly. No, I haven't connected with the Fae. I have not. That's the middle world, and not that I'm aware of. So, not that I'm aware of. Let's see. My girl twin told me. Hold on. Yeah, they probably do live in the ocean. Yeah, the fairies, the Fae. Yeah, no, I haven't. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I don't know everything. I only know what I know. The fairy realm is the leprechaun realm, is the gnome realm, is the middle realm. I have caught images of them when I'm hiking in orbs. Elemental world. Yeah, absolutely. The flooding, I'm believing, was... I did a video. It's on Patreon on Travis Decker. I have to switch it. Thank you for your patience. I will be recording. I was trying to record, but I was all snuffly. So I will be recording new videos. I need suggestions for people. Don't get mad if I don't pick your person. Don't get mad. Yeah, no, I've seen them. I have pictures where I've captured them in orbs by my feet. So like I'll have like an orb and you'll see a person in the orb. It's kind of interesting. No, not all of them are cute. They can be just like anything, just like anything. They can be good or bad, right? They can be, I've done the Idaho victims. And that was something else, whatever I said that was. Anyway, no, hold on here. Yeah, my parents, let's word that a different way. At least your parents cared enough to get you therapy. Thank you. Let's word that correctly. Parents were uptight and didn't want to be embarrassed, so they thought their daughter was crazy and I was adopted. So the therapy didn't fucking help. Because I saw what I saw. Because I saw what I saw. And I'm adopted, so you're not going to understand me. But yeah, if you want to look at it that way, that's how they chose to look at it, but I don't look at it that way. I was just speaking truth, so I didn't need therapy. That's like Cassie doesn't need therapy for telling the truth. She may need therapy because she was brutalized, but she does not need therapy for telling the truth. She told the truth. I told the truth. That's all. Oh, Andrew Cunanan, that guy. I'm like, that guy. Also MK Ultra, by the way. Michael Madsen, yes. That's so sad, right? Madeline Soto, poor baby girl, cremated her body because that bitch mother did not want anyone to know she was pregnant. Pizzagate, yeah. I'm going to do a whole video on Patreon on Pizzagate. That's what I'll do. Because they like to lie about shit. They like to tell you that shit. And we're never going to win in this world. You're never going to win. You know what I mean? I did a video on Amy. I've done a video on Jane Mansfield. Yeah, I found this thing on TikTok where they really talk about adoption and like how it's the only group of people that are expected to be grateful for being picked like a dog out of a pound. I was never grateful for it, and I shouldn't have to kiss ass to be like a family that I didn't want to be in, and someone made a choice for me. And no, I didn't pick the choice. Johnny Carson's a good one. Yeah, I did Farrah Fawcett. Yeah, I did Farrah Fawcett. Yeah, I know Sophia Hutchins did pass away. My friend did Dr. Sebi. Okay, Dr. Simi in Mexico, I kept calling Dr. Sebi, and they're like, it's Dr. Simi. I'm like, who the fuck is Dr. Simi? They're like, he's a Mexican icon. He's an icon because he runs the pharmacias in Mexico. So he's a little character. And I'm like, Dr. Sebi. And they're like, who the fuck is Dr. Sebi? I'm like, he's the naturopath, naturalist, herbologist. And yes, he was murdered, by the way. I've done Anna Nicole Smith. Yes. Do you answer super chats? Sometimes. I hope you don't want me to be obligated to answer you. Like, I hope you don't think that because you send me something that I have to answer you. I'm such an asshole. Because I just is Chris Farley, right? Richard Simmons, Andy Gibb. These are all good, you guys. Jim Morrison did that video. Ray Charles is good. Dr. Sebi. I like Dr. Sebi. He was taken out. Of course he was taken out. Of course he was taken out. Yeah. 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 I think I did a video on Jonathan Brandis. I think. Paul Walker, DMX I've done a video on. He was murdered, by the way. Michael Hutchins, think I did his video. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. River Phoenix, I did his video. I feel really bad because they have murderers doing hits on people in town. They just fucking kill you. They just fucking kill you. I listened to Chris Cornell. We're coming up on that anniversary, right? So Chris Cornell's talking about Kurt Cobain's death, and I was at dinner the other night, and John was there, and somebody asked about Kurt Cobain, and I'm like, oh, sure, yeah, he shot himself in the back of the head and then bleached his body, because that's fucking normal after you're dead. So I remember Chris talking about Kurt, saying, I don't know why he would have done this, and this, and this, and I was like, yeah, he didn't. Always said that, he just didn't. I really liked Kurt Cobain. Of course, I'm Generation X, so, but yeah, I was like, he didn't. And they all roll their eyes at me. They go, and I'm like, well, just tell me why they're all hanging themselves. Anthony Bourdain was a cannibal chef. He cooked, same with the new chef that just passed. They cook for these people. Yeah, the senators died. They this, that, and the other. Yeah, it's just terrible. It's terrible. Hold on. What was that? Hold on. Really? Interesting. Yeah. No, I've done readings on Diddy. I don't give a shit. You know what? It just shows you if a woman does anything in our society, if a woman does anything in this society, they will never be believed. They will never be believed. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali's wingspan and height was the same as Keithy's. Which I loved. But I used to know one of the girls he was fucking. She used to come for readings where I was when I had an office. Anyway, she was a young Italian girl, or a hot Italian girl, I should say. They all have girls. They have Parkinson's, they have girls. Now let's look at Parkinson's for a second. Eddie Van Halen. Mr. Van Halen, 1985, Toronto, Canada, in the strip club, doubling the rum and cokes back in the bathroom with a friend of mine way back then. Yep, I said what I said. Anyway, that was another day. That was another time. That was another day, another time. Miles Davis is good. Yes, exactly. Okay, that Gypsy Rose Lee, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, whatever. Oh, the mushroom murder lady. Yeah, this is why I don't eat. 40 years ago. No, it was. Yes. 40 years ago. Yeah, this little bitch was in there stripping. Mr. Van Halen walked in. Yes, sirree, Bob. For real. Yes, for real. Anyway, he sat with us and drank all night. Sat with us and drank all night. I did not leave with anybody because I'm not that girl. I was never that girl. I didn't care to leave with anybody. Ever did I care to leave with anybody. Um, couldn't be bothered because I have to talk to them. And if I have to talk to you, I may punch you. So I'm kind of like a black widow. I may have to eat you after. Fucking dispose of the evidence. Okay. So anyway, yeah, what happened? I did a video on, I did George Michael's. I did all of those. They're way back on my playlist somewhere. Canadian boys are sweet. Okay. I'm not listening to you. I've been married to a Canadian. John's Canadian. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So anyway, all right. Wait, I was going to say something else though about Diddy. Oh, when it's a, now there's some lady on, and you guys probably know who it is on TikTok. Tina Marie, that's a cute one. I've done Aaliyah. I've done Freddie Mercury. There was a lady on TikTok and she's pretending to be white. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's been on my trending page. I did Lane's video just recently, and she's been pretending to be white, but she was black. Okay, I guess whatever. She bleaches her skin and she does whatever. And people are going crazy. And I'm like, what's the difference if I'm a girl and I want to be a boy, or I'm a boy and I want to be a girl? She don't want to be black. She can be white. I don't understand people getting up in fucking their underwear in a twisted knot over it. We just went through a whole thing where you said that men are women. Like men are fucking women. Like they have a uterus like me. So if they have a fucking uterus like me and they need tampons in the bathroom, you cannot be mad at this bitch for wanting to dye her skin or bleach her skin or whatever the hell it is. Right? Can you? I mean, what are you even saying? John Ritter. Yeah, I mean, like, what are you even saying? Let her be whatever she wants to be. Oh, Gypsy Rose. Yeah, that one. What's with that one? I did Robin Williams. I did all of that. But no, I'm serious. If she does not want to be black, and your son doesn't want to be a boy, and your daughter doesn't want to be a girl, I'm asking you what the fuck the difference is. I want to know. Please enlighten me, because there's no difference. She does not like her skin color. She changed it. She said she's white. Okay. So the athlete says he's a chick. Okay, so, okay. Gypsy Rose is just, I can't. Sonny Bono, didn't he hit a tree skiing? Was that Sonny Bono? And didn't a Kennedy hit a tree skiing right after that, or playing football, one or the other? Because that's what we do on the ski slopes. We play football. I could actually see them doing that. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, so weird, right? So weird. So weird. Wait, hold on. What does that say? What does that say? Can I identify as rich? You sure can, Angelina. And I identify as tall. Tall supermodel. That's who I am. I mean, come on. What do you? They get. Oh, those two boys on the mountain in Georgia. That's horrific. Oh, they did it to each other. Just shut up. Please shut up. Burt Reynolds. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just so weird. Okay, does she to me looks, I wouldn't know what she is in public. I don't know what anyone is. I don't care. I don't care. But I think she looks more white now because she's done what Michael Jackson did. She's bleached her skin, which I don't think is good. It thins your skin, but whatever. You're going to do what you want to do anyway, right? So I think she's bleached her skin, and there isn't a difference. Deal with it. You want me to accept men in the change room with penises as a woman. You want to tell me that they're me. You want to tell me Caitlyn Jenner is like me. Eric Clapton, yeah, and his poor son. Barbara Walters, always hated her. Disliked her. I didn't know her personally. But anyway, you want me to accept that, and I'm just supposed to blindly accept that you're a chick. So I'm going to say that I'm Filipino. You can say that you're white and not black. You can be a boy who's a girl or a girl who's a boy, and you can identify as a cat. What is the difference? Right. Okay, there. All right, we've done it. Gypsy Rose. I know I hate Gypsy Rose. How did you know? How did I know what? Natasha Richardson, really good. I got the story of what's her husband's name? Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson was tall like Keith. He might even been taller, like 6'5". But I was down at the this is 2016-ish, I want to say, down at the Four Seasons, and I'm at a lunch with a whole bunch of people, and I did, maybe it was earlier than this, I did the press circuit for the movie Oculus. So they rent hotel rooms, and when the reporters come to watch the movie, they give a psychic reading as a gift or a conversation. So I was in my own room, so they paid me to do this press circuit with them, which that's what they do with psychics, some psychics, whatever. Anyway, I identify as a tree branch. I'm a little lizard. Anyway, so I did the movie press circuit. Anyway, I was with that press group at the, you're mentioning, yes, I'm mentioning a lot of people. Exactly. I will take note of this after. Anyway, I was at the Four Seasons, and it was lovely. The lady that sets all the dinners for the Four Seasons, she has an adopted son, and she was an astrologer too. Anyhow, we're sitting there, and as I'm pulling in, I'm freaking out because all of these little girls are running around, like teeny boppers, are running around crazy, right? They're crazy. And they're all running around. And I'm like, what are they screaming at? So the Biebs is coming out of his car. So I'm pulling up behind. Justin Bieber's getting out, and these girls are like stampeding him. I thought I was going to get mowed down. I'm just trying to get to the lunch table. And then there was also the press circuit for Bryan Singer's sexual abuse accuser. I was getting text about that. It was airing live in the next room as I'm walking by, reading the text. And I'm sitting down at the table, and somebody elbow nudges me, and then in comes Liam Neeson. This is all within 40 minutes. And that was that. Anyway, that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, Kate Beckinsale looks like she's not eating. She might be stressing. Yeah, I'm a woman and proud of it as well, I think. I'm a space alien. Yeah, there you go. But anyway, yeah, Tia Marie. Okay. I hope Bieber gets better. I think, Sloan, can you do a reading? Somebody just messaged me on Patreon about the two boys. Yes. Okay, you guys. Liam Neeson spoken in his voice. Yeah. He was very handsome, super tall, ate lunch by himself. So yeah, I'm a little pixie. He ate lunch by himself, so he was there by himself. Now, here's the thing. For anybody who ordered an astrology chart, I am finishing them. They take 6 to 8 weeks because I get backlogged. And Patreon's just under Sloan Bella. I can't even keep up with my shit. I'm eventually going to have to hire someone, but you know me, I'll never do it. Anyway, I'm doing the astrology charts. I'm going to open the Bob Saget. I did the reading. He was murdered and he was a pedo. Okay. So, what the heck was I saying? I was going to say something. Yeah. I can't keep shit straight in my head. I can't keep anything straight in my head. And I don't like business in any capacity. So I hate it so bad that if I have to think about it, like I hate it. Hate it. And it takes me a long time because I don't even like to acknowledge that side of myself. Even though I'm really good at it, I don't like it. So anyway, my recorded astrology chart readings, I'm finishing. So I think McKenna messaged everybody. I'm going to open up the text readings, and I'll open up the hour readings for like end of August, after that, somewhere in there. That's it. And I'm really tired from working. It's a lot of work, as everybody says. Everybody says it. Everybody says it. Yeah, I try to be good to myself. I'm still getting over compost toilets. Okay. Yeah. I've been doing them. I do them on Patreon first, and then I bring them over. Because so many people steal my shit. Oh, that's another thing. On TikTok, every time one of you, and I love you guys, sends me one of the absconders, the fake accounts, I can never see it because the people block me. So they block me from my own account, and they've stolen my name. So last week, I think it might have been Saturday. Friday, Saturday. Yeah, I've compost toilet PTSD. I did Isaac Cappy. I was in court about Isaac Cappy and Tracy Twyman. Told you guys that story. But anyway, I got a message from TikTok that I tried to change my password, which I didn't. So I was like, that's weird. And then an hour later, one of you messaged me and said some Chinese gambling site was pulling up as my site. And I was like, so I put in sloanbella.com, and for sure my site was being redirected. So I spent the whole day they got in through somewhere. So I've had to redo whatever. Yes. But thank the person who let me know, because I would never look at my website. So now John looks at it every day. Yeah. That's his little gift to me. He's going to look at it and check all the different like search engines. Yeah, no, that's what happened. That's what happened. It was fucking ridiculous. So Paul got on it and fixed it, but it took like a whole day. We had to figure out where it was and all of that, right? Terrible. No, they just want, I hate it. They keep stealing my stuff, and I think it has to come through TikTok, honestly. And then July 4th. How was everybody's July 4th? Good? Was it good? Right? It was fun. We went to Allie and Andrews and watched them blow it on up safely, of course. But it was great. Yeah, it was really good. These are Keith's friends where Keith used to go, and they took really good care of us. And I was just reminding John how they cooked for him, because I had moved out that 6 months before, but they cooked for him every night after Keith died, Allie and Tia, and then Andrew, and they would bring it over, and they make him like pot pie and potatoes and whatever really good cooking, whatever Allie was cooking, she would cook and then bring it over. Tia would bring it over. And so it was really good. Anyway, they were lovely, helped us put the funeral together and everything. So Keith used to go there, and so they invited us, so we go, and it's very fun. It's very nice to be included. Yeah, it was just down the street. So yeah, my dogs hate it. Tallulah didn't seem to mind it. Weird. Tallulah was okay. Dr. Sebi, yeah. Not Dr. Simi, the pharmaceutical guy, the legend from Mexico, who's a cartoon. Pharmaceutical cartoon. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Okay. Yeah, you guys. Milli Vanilli. Yeah, that's probably an overdose, but I've never looked into that either. Johnny's doing good. He's walking bit by bit by bit. It's taken him, he has to, oh my God. He really had a lot. My channel here started with Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington, Princess Diana. That was it. All right, you guys. I must go. Nina Simone, I must go. Can he talk normally? Don't know what you're saying. I'm a cat from Thailand. That's it. I'm a pine tree from the forest, and I can be whatever I want. That's how fucking ridiculous our society is. Be whatever you want. Just shut the fuck up about it. No one cares. I don't care what you are. Dress as a woman, dress as a man, dress as a tree, dress as a fig. Be black, be white. You know, I had white friends that dressed up in dreadlocks and did Rasta music and loved it. Probably a past life tag or something, right? So anyway, I'm a bee. Busy bee. Okay, you guys, I just came on to say hi. Now I'm exhausted and have to go and lie down again because I'm exhausted. I'm a unicorn. Exactly. Could be a unicorn. I can be a pixie. I'm a fucking pixie. Okay. Good night, you guys. I'm going to open up the text questions. There is a 7-day wait. If I haven't answered your text question, I think I've answered everybody. But if I haven't answered them, text me and say you did not answer my question. Text the number on the receipt. And text me your receipt number. Whatever. Snap a picture of it. Send it to me and I'll answer it. If I've forgotten anybody, which I'm sorry, but that's what happens sometimes. Okay, bye you guys. Karen Carpenter's a good one too. Terrible what happened to her. Shannon Doherty as well. No more Diddy. I don't like Diddy. I hate him. Oh my God. I support Cassie and any woman that he blackmailed with his money And people in the society think that because you have money, you're allowed to do that to a woman. You know, okay, Diddy. I mean, the truth is, he comes from a family where this is normal, right? Beth Chapman. He comes from a family where this is normal. Leif Garrett, I was just looking at him. I used to think that we looked alike when he was younger. I wish, right? Not now, not now. But anyway, yes, you guys. I hope he gets something. He's got to get something. He's got to get something. I mean, he's very Nordic looking. Leif is very Nordic. He looks Norwegian. So, yeah, right? I'm sure he was a drug pusher. Why wouldn't he be? On the other hand, who likes Sean Cassidy? Right? Okay. Do you remember Tiger Beat magazine, or is it like whatever? Slovenia, right? Do you remember that? Sean, yeah. Right? Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yes, when I was younger. I'm talking like before I was even 12. I had this little poster in my room and I was like, ooh, Sean Cassidy. And I was like, oh my God. Now I'm like, no thanks. No offense. I mean, good for him. Yes, I remember the Monkees. I remember Wolfman. Yes, Teen Beat, Tiger Beat. And I remember Wolfman Jack in the mornings with his, now I appreciate it so much with his like neon, really bad background and the lights and the, Wolfman Jack. You remember that? Yeah, I remember that, and all kinds of weird shit. It's really been coming back to me over the last like week. When I was in Zakk Wylde, yeah. No, I love Zach. You remember Wolfman Jack? Okay, so Bay City Rollers. I had my Bay City Roller socks. I'm sure I got beat up for them. Got them at Christmas. SATRT. I love them. But anyway, yeah. Do you remember Wolfman? Yeah, no, it was really great. Diddy's face just looks deranged at this point. I can't even look at him anymore. I don't care. I can't imagine that guy showing up with a sex worker coming to the door and you see this guy and you're Anissa Jones. Yes. Brian Keith, Anissa Jones, and whatever that show was with the old guy that was the butler. It's always two men living together and a little girl. Anyway, I can't imagine being a sex worker and showing up. Family affair. And it's Diddy in the corner. Like, I'm out. Peace out. Bye now. Bye. Yeah, he can't close his mouth. He's got something. He's got something. Yeah, I don't know what it is he has, but maybe we're putting on trial a man that's mentally retarded. Mr. French, yeah. I had a neighbor. Our neighbors' names were the Frenches, so he would have been Mr. French, but he wasn't a butler. They did have standard poodles, so no one cares. Anyhow, oh my God, do you want a reading to blow your mind? Yes, please tell me a reading to blow my mind. So Christy McNichol, yeah, we could do her. Yeah, Sean Cassidy. Yes, Brian Keith had a terrible life. Wasn't he alcoholic too? Anissa Jones as well. I mean, that poor baby girl OD'd. I mean, yeah. And I mean, David Cassidy, alcoholism really robbed him of his life. Sissy Houston, right? Why can't I keep a man? Have you met men? Why you want to keep one for? You trying to keep him hostage? Okay. Avicii, I did his. Already done that. All right, you guys. 12:18. Okay. I must go. When I open my books, I backlogged on people. So when I open them, I'm going to open them up August, September time frame so I can catch up. I've done Lisa Lopez. I love her. She just set it on fire. She's like, you know what, motherfucker? You want to cheat on me? Because you're an athlete. Okay, cool. I'm just going to blow your house up. Now, I love that. Donny Osmond, he's a Sag. He's a December 9th, I think. Let's see. Crazy Days and Nights, Blind Items, Drugged at a Movie and Audition. I don't know who that one is. Keith's death is in Crazy Days and Nights, September. The celebrity psychic whose son was run off the road. That's a blind item from 2020 September. And they're talking about me and Keith, obviously. Outspoken celebrity psychic, meaning talking about celebrities. Yeah. Yup. There you go, Elton John. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Fuck. Possession. You just reminded me. You just triggered me. Okay, so I was watching old Rod Stewart, like from the 80s online, right? And I mean, what was he, 50, 55? So he's like 77 or something now, right? So I was, and the only reason they're blind items is because somebody phones them in and puts the blind item out there about what they know about the circumstance. So there you go. Look up on Crazy Days and Nights. You'll see it. From 2020, September, even though Keith died in July, somewhere. Chilliwack, BC. Yes, Chilliwack. Chilliwack. I used to love saying, we'll go back through Chilliwack. And when we drive through there, I've been through all of there, of course, John's family. Everything is, my whole life is there at Read Me, 12/18/91. Read Me sounds like fuck me. Read me, fuck me. Okay, sorry. Terrible thing to say, but that's how it sounds when you guys say that. Okay, here's the thing. So I'm Windsor, Ontario. That's where my adopted dad was born. Okay, so across from Detroit. All right, the leaky water under the bridge. Anyhow, I digress every time. And the reason I'm all over the place is because my brain works like that. So when you critique me, this is how my brain works. This is how I can do shit I can do. But, so I'm watching Rod Stewart. And so he comes out and says hi to the audience. I'm going to say it was like early 80s, somewhere right around there. And he's turned sideways. So they're panning in sideways on his face. And, he said hello. And I watched him go in and out of consciousness and then come out as the altered consciousness when he's on stage. I have a theory about this. No, I'm serious. I watched it. I really watched it. So, and I never saw it before. I know. Oh God. Sorry, you guys. My mouth. So I watched it, and then I've been so dry since I got back from Mexico. I watched that, and then I watched, I did Janie Lane, and then I watched him perform Now, where he was on stage. I don't know. It could have been last year. It could have been this year. And he has that woman's hunchback, or that hunchback like Elton John had when I saw him in 2018 in Vegas. A whole bunch of us went to see Elton John. There was, I was with a group. Here, I'm going to name drop again. I was with a group. Ozzy and Sharon were there. It was Zach and Barb's wedding renewal. It's on my Instagram reel. And and then it was the whole group of us. And there are people from, Daniela and Gilby, me and John and them. And we all went to see Elton John in concert. So when Elton John was coming on the stage, he had the same walk as Rod Stewart. So I'm like, oh, I love the concert. Yeah, I really loved it. And I was going with that group of people. I'm sorry, I was with that group. So that's it. I was with that group. But I'm wondering if they come in and out through this chakra back here. I don't know. I got Mariah Carey stories too. Those are from a family member. Yes, Post Malone's odd stance really reminds me of a meth head. Please, they are all possessed. I think so sometimes when you go on stage. Hot, not hot or sexy. Rod Stewart, go back and look at his pictures. He looks like he's inverted. But then our neighbor, where the warehouse is, our neighbor plays soccer, rugby, whatever, football with Rod Stewart. So he says he's a dude. So yeah, the guy that's two buildings down from us is friends with him and plays whatever they call football, rugby, soccer. Don't quote me on that. Some fucking sport with him. And they're on the same team. So they do that. Yeah, Kelly Clarkson, when you go in there, they sing about the upside down world. Yeah, hunchback walk, do the hunchback walk, do the hunchy. Yeah, it could be too. Steven Tyler doesn't have it as bad. I've done Anthony Bourdain. I'm wondering because some women have that. It's both hormones and lack of food early on in their teenage years, like dieting or something. But when you go look at Rod Stewart, like the hunch is so notable, like so notable. And I don't know, Sloan, are you having an earthquake? Are we having an earthquake? I don't know. What excuse? A grand water trine, Sloan. What? Grand water trine. Trining planets in water that form a triangle. Grand water trine. Illuminati. Okay, sorry. Illuminati, to quote, what's his name? Tupac. Okay, don't call me Illuminati. I'm not. I'm going to look up and see if we had an earthquake. Somebody said earthquake. I'm sure we will have one. Okay, not seeing it in Cali. Seeing it in Indonesia. Let's see, earthquake now, Los Angeles. Oh, 2.5, July 4th, off of Baja. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing. Okay, anyway. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Iggy Pop. Yeah, Iggy Pop, I remember him as a teenager. Seriously. Would you meet and greets in the future? Yeah, when I gain my mind back. My mind's gone. I'm sure things will change. I'm waiting for a court date for Keith's circumstance. We have one more court date. So I'm waiting to speak on all of that before I say anything. But look at where the hell is Beyonce's sister? They probably ate her. I mean, I'm sorry, invited her to dinner. Yeah, I really did like Elton John when we saw him in osteoporosis, but it's interesting in men. So is it men that have hormones in their body? Is it men like that, like with hormones in their body, and then their normal hormones cause problems and they aren't able to absorb food? Whatever. Because when I look at, okay, so I'm looking at Rod Stewart, and what is he? Let's see how old he is. He's however old he is. Okay, so whatever age he is. Let's see, Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart. So he is 80. He's 1 year older than John. Born in 45. He is a January 10th. And whatever's in his, like in this area, is very Sebastian Bach. Another one that has a weird voice change, right? Anyway, and then, but you look at other musicians, like Steven Tyler's coming up on that, and he's not quite the same. Figured something else out. Look at their feet. Look at their feet. Yeah, Jagger's out there, and he's like, oh, okay. I can remember when I was 12, 13, my dad calling me from Maple Leaf Gardens. His office was right above. Anyway, calling me to tell me when Mick Jagger came into town. Can remember that, having a conversation. Then he got busted and blah, 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 all of that. But anyway, okay. So anyhow, look at the pictures of that and watch. It's interesting. I have some really strange pictures I need you to see. Oh, interesting. Okay. Please tell me Trump is going to what? Get bang bang. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Don't think that's going to happen, but all right. Because they're invested in having him in office. People are placed in office, right? Right? Right. Okay, I got to go now. I told you, Rod Stewart, take Colin Sonia for allergies. Thank you. I've got to go to sleep or something or eat. I don't know. I'm stuck between the two. Sleep, eat. Okay. Bye, you guys. See you soon. I will see you. I'm going to open up my text questions. Do I have a fever? I do not have a fever. I was supposed to be in class tonight, but I can't. Okay. Bye, you guys. See you soon. Remember, compost toilets are not the way to go. All right. Bye.